What's going on, everyone? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can start a content agency in 2024, but not only how you can just start a content agency, but how you can actually be able to scale one the correct way. So recently I hit a 50K month. On Stripe it shows 47K, and that's because Stripe put a hold on my payments, so I couldn't transact on there for like a week and a half. So I had to accept payments through like any form. I had to take it through like Wise, I had to take it through Zelle, pretty much any way I can take money from. I was just doing it. So it was a pretty stressful week, but yeah, that just proves to you that you need you need several payment processors just in case one of them fails, one of them happens. You can always have another payment processor to always be able to accept the payment, because you always want to collect the payments on the call, guys. You never want to give your prospect enough time to actually think about the purchase, right? Because if they get off the call, the chances of them actually moving forward drops by a lot. Don't know what the exact percentage is, but it drops by a lot. And again, you just don't want to give your prospect the time to be able just to like think about it. Oh, do I actually want to do this? No, you want to get them committed as soon as, right on that call. But basically, I'm going to show you exactly how, I'm doing it, exactly how I've structured my content agency to be able to actually scale, and pretty much how I'm teaching other people how to do it as well. So let's just get right into it. Let's get right into the sauce. So personal brands is going to play a massive part in this decade's wealth transfer. So there is a massive opportunity, guys. I'm sure you've seen Alex Ramosi invest into Sam Ovens in school. And just a lot of personal brands are starting to absolutely explode. And if you look at those personal brands, especially when done the right way, they're able to build 7- and 8-figure businesses. And it's all from their personal brand. And in this next decade, in this next literally 3 to 5 years, there's going to be a massive wealth transfer, a massive opportunity where people are just literally, personal brands is going to make more millionaires than ever in these next 3 to 5 years. And there's a massive opportunity. So as the content agency, we need to be the person that's going to help transfer that wealth. Because if we're that person that's going to help somebody, transfer that wealth and build a 7 to 8-figure business, then we ourselves are also going to become, pretty wealthy, and we're going to get a piece of the pie. So what goes into, building a massive personal brand, and what goes into actually being able to print money? Well, one is attention, right? Somebody needs attention. And they also need a funnel behind the attention, right? They need eyes, and then they need somehow to convert eyes into dollars. And if you're able to figure that out, you are going to absolutely print cash, and you're going to build a cash cow. And that's exactly what we want to do for your clients, and that's exactly how we're going to do this for yourselves as well. So I'm going to give you a step-by-step roadmap on exactly how you can build a 30 to 50K a month content agency, but also be able to build like a real business here. I know a lot of people are building content agencies, or just like these editing or freelancing agencies that have literally zero structure. They don't have any systems. They're burnt out. They have no predictable way to get more clients. And they're a complete mess. And they're a complete mess only making like 5 to 10K a month. And I'm sure there's a lot of you guys watching this, and you're probably thinking like, how do I actually scale past that? Because I don't really see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm pretty much going to break down all of this right now. So let's start off with your agency, right? Whatever the name of your agency is, let's call it the Joe Schmo agency. And the first thing we want to do is we want to select a niche, and that is so important. And the reason for that is because we want to be able to build a productized offer behind a niche, something that we can build systems around, and something that we can pretty much convert into a repeatable process, so we can just implement into our clients just to be able to fulfill them. And the only way we're going to really do that is if we market to a niche. So yeah, we want to build systems around a niche, but we also want to pick a niche so we can market to. Because if you're trying to market to everyone, you are literally going to attract nobody, right? So we want to go very specific, so we can really understand the niche, so we can talk in their language, so we can attract them, and so we can be the authority to actually be able to fulfill these people. So my top 3 niches, personally, if I had to start from zero again, would be real estate investing coaches, finance coaches, and professional services. And professional services are usually like CPAs, accountants, maybe some lawyers, lenders, mortgage brokers. You can just go on ChatGPT and search up professional services, and ChatGPT will give you a list of those. That's also a very great niche to go into. And then so you pretty much want to select one of those. And if you are having the limiting belief, it's like, well, I don't want to niche down because I'm going to lose out on so much potential with other niches. You can still take clients. Like if they're referrals and they're not, let's just say you're a real estate investor or you're attracting real estate investing coaches. And let's say let's just say like a random person, a lawyer comes in, or even like a health coach. Let's just say they come in as a referral. You can still take those people on as long as they are kind of correlated with the packages that you already have in place. Because if they want something custom, we do not want to do custom things for each client, because that's how we just get burnt out. We get so stuck in the fulfillment that we just can't scale anymore. So we want to market to one niche. And if we look at Alex Ramosi, he was able to build Gym Launch into I think even an 8-figure business. And it was only through just very specific gyms. Like the gyms that he was servicing were so specific, and yet he was able to build an 8-figure business. So we have real estate investing coaches as our niche. What next? Well, now we need to select our unique selling point. Pretty much like what our model is going to be, what are actually service, what are we going to actually be delivering to help our clients get the results. And there's a few things that you actually want to take into consideration. The first thing is you want to either go with short form or long form. I do not think that you should mix short form and long form, just because a lot more complexity goes down into the actual systems and the infrastructure of the actual agency that you have to handle. So I would go with either short form or long form, especially if you are doing if you have more than 10 clients. It can get very tricky to fulfill a short form and long form. And then it dips into your margins and stuff. Yeah, we don't want to mess with that. The next thing is, which platform are you going to go after? Is it TikTok? Is it IG? Is it YouTube, right? Select the actual platform that you really want to optimize. I know a lot of you guys have the offer where it's like just 15 video edits, 20 video edits, 30 video edits, and we'll post on all platforms. Like that is such a commoditized offer. It worked like a year ago. It worked a year and 2 years ago, which is beautiful. Like I used to rip those offers all the time, but try selling that right now and try selling it for a high ticket cost, and let me know how that goes. And even if you do happen to do it, let me know what the churn rate is. Let me know if you actually keep them for longer than a month. Answer is probably going to be very unlikely. So we want to pick a platform, and we want to specialize in that actual platform so we can build the offer around. And then the next thing you want to figure out is, do you want to go the traditional content agency route or the next gen route? So the traditional content agency route is basically what I just said. You're just offering video edits, video ideas maybe, and you're probably even posting for them. A very commoditized service that pretty much everyone and their mother can do. People from the Philippines, India, just like all these people from the third world countries, they are going to be able to fulfill that and do it the exact same way that you're doing it. Like they can probably do it better than you. So how are you really going to separate yourselves from those people? So there's a lot of supply, but there's still a lot of demand, but the supply exceeds the actual demand. And that's an area where you don't want to be in, because then you're going to be in a fight of who can do it cheaper, all that stuff. No, we don't want to be in that game. And what is the actual next gen model? Well, I actually have a free training breaking down exactly what the next gen model is, but it's basically leading with the actual conversion mechanism and then servicing the content. To break it down in simpler terms, it's actually going to help your clients get better results, tangible results, and that's something that a lot of people cannot do. It's something that's going to allow you to get case studies, get better clients, charge more, increase your profit margins. So if you want access to that free training, just check out just go on my Instagram and just comment. It's on my pinned video. Just comment the word and you'll get access to the free training. But I'm pretty much breaking down the whole next gen model and why it is the absolute future. And it's a next generation for content agencies that's going to be able to scale past 50K a month. So once we figured out which model, what's the unique selling point, we are going to carry on. But basically, I'm going to be helping real estate investing coaches get more leads through IG with my unique mechanism, which is basically going to be the social funnel and the ManyChat. Then basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to implementing the conversion mechanism and editing their content. So I'm basically going to be scripting their ads. I'm going to be helping them with a lead magnet. I'm going to be setting up the ManyChat sequence so they can actually book calls with with the content that I'm making them, so they can actually collect emails and so they can actually get results from the content that I'm editing for them. But again, if you want a complete breakdown of exactly what that is, just watch my free training. This is just going to be like a basic overview of what we're going to be doing. So the traditional model would basically be I'm helping real estate investing coaches grow their personal brand with content. And half the time, you guys servicing just the content or you're not even growing your client's account. And the reason for that is because there's so many variables when it goes into actually servicing content, right? You're fighting with the algorithm. You're fighting with like your client. Is he even listening to you? Is he even saying your video ideas? Does he sound like an absolute just dumbass on camera, right? There's so many variables that are out of your control that are going to limit the actual results that you can get for your clients, which in turn, your clients are going to think that your service is actually, just straight up trash, and they're going to leave after a month or two. Way too much like unpredictability, way too much stress that, again, this did work like a year or two ago, but if you want to stay in this game and if you want to take advantage of this massive, transfer of wealth, you need to be able to pivot, you need to be able to innovate, and you need to be able to stay in the actual game and learn new things. And that's exactly what I'm showing you right now. So once we have this actual offer, okay, we have it pretty situated. You don't need to have your offer completely dialed in. You want to sell it. You want to sell the actual offer and service first, and then you want to figure it out, right? You need to see if it's actually in demand. A lot of people, they get so stuck and so overwhelmed in making sure that their offer, the deliverables, their systems, everything is just so intricate and just like everything is laid out that 6 to 8 months go by and they haven't even sold it, or they haven't even like sold to a person yet or tried the actual service on someone. So try to get people on, and then you can build your offer as you go. That is something that I've been so good at, is just figuring things as I go. I'm just literally going with the flow, and I'm continuing to stack and stack and stack everything that I'm learning, and then you just keep stacking everything together, But that only happens if you're actually taking action and actually doing the things that I'm about to list down below. So after we have this pretty situated, we're going to start building our own personal brand, and that's basically, we just want to optimize our IG. The way we want to optimize our Instagram is to make sure that it's actually catered towards real estate investors. So you want to make sure that you have your bio. It says something about what you do, right? If a real estate investor lands on your page, you want them to feel like they're almost at home, and you want them to feel like that you are the right person for the job. So you need to make sure that your Instagram is catered towards real estate investing coaches, okay? And the next thing you need to do is you need to build your Dream 30. And what your Dream 30 is, it's basically a list of 30 real estate investing coaches, or just 30 real estate investors, top real estate investors in the game. You're talking about like Brian Pineda, Grant Cardone, like all these big names. And basically what you are going to do is you're going to engage with their content on a daily basis. So every time they post, you are going to like and comment something valuable on their post. If you do that for a repeated time and you do it every single day, a lot of other real estate investors are going to follow these top dogs, and they're going to start noticing your content or noticing your comments. And then eventually they're going to click on your page. And if your page is optimized, you have some good content on there, they're going to follow you. And then the chances of you actually being able to get more leads, and book more calls is going to shoot up, because now you have more traction and more attention on your page, and it's basically free. It's just going to take you like 30 minutes out of the day, but it is free. And right now, if you aren't making 10K a month, we need more leads. You probably don't have much money. So we have to be willing to do things in the short term that we do not want to do in the long term. So building your Dream 30 is such a massive thing to do. I was doing that literally when I first started my personal brand. I did that for 2 months straight. And I think that is a big reason why I was able to take off so quickly and, just grow. But again, a lot of people aren't willing to do that stuff. I am, because I know this, I know where I want to go, and I'm willing to do anything that I have to in order to get there. A lot of you guys aren't, but building your Dream 30 is something crucial. Next thing you want to do is you want to post 5 times a week. And if you're asking like, what do I even post? Literally just consume and funnel hack other people in your industry, funnel hack other creators that are helping real estate people, or even like tax people, pretty much any agency owner that is helping somebody else. Just take their content, steal the overall foundation and just switch in your own words and switch in your own niche. There's literally no excuse on what content you should be posting. It's very simple. Like, there's tons of other creators out there. Just literally steal their content and turn it into your own. Obviously, do not repeat the exact same words that they're saying. That's literally plagiarizing, and that's just laziness. Take the overall foundation of the video, mix in your own words, and mix in your actual niche in there. And the next thing you want to do is post 2 YouTube videos a month. And again, if you're asking like what YouTube videos do I need to be making, funnel hack other people. I literally made a master class on how to build a personal brand and how to come up with YouTube video ideas. If you want to join my free school, I go over how to build your personal brand and how you're able to make 6 figures off your personal brand. It's pretty much going to be linked down below. But I shot a free master class showing you exactly how you can use ChatGPT to actually collect YouTube videos, and it's so easy. You pretty much just pull the transcript of the actual YouTube video in your niche or someone else that performed really well. You're bringing it into ChatGPT, you tell ChatGPT to summarize it for you, and then you can pretty much take the bullet points and make it into your own video. So that's that. And cool. So let's go into the next thing. The next thing is you want to get people on trials, to collect case studies. So you pretty much want to get people on like 30-day free trials or half off, whatever you want to do. But basically, if you're under 10K a month, you're in a place where you're in a phase where you need to collect case studies instead of cash, right? You need to understand where you're currently at within your business. If you don't have any case studies, you need to collect case studies instead of cash. So start getting people on trials and get them tangible results. Start collecting case studies. Realistically, all you really need is like 1 to 2 really good case studies, and you can just leverage the shit out of that. But great. Also, once you have these case studies, or the beautiful thing about getting people on trials is you can start marketing your clients on your story and on your Instagram, right? So for example, if you're editing a video for a client, or if you're on a Zoom call with one of your clients on a trial, you can just post a story on your actual IG and just pretty much tag them and saying, hey, we're cooking something up. Because you want to show other people that are following you that you're actually working with other people, that you are actually legit, right? Because you pretty much want to show people that you actually have clients. And getting people on trials is a great way to do that. And you pretty much be able to record that and using it as marketing material, because you can create a highlight with it. You can start using Instagram highlights and pretty much just throwing them into Instagram highlights. So once you've done that, you've been posting content for probably like 2 months straight. You've gotten people, I would say this is like month 1 or 2. You've been posting content consistently. You've been doing the Dream 30. You have a few people in trials. You're getting them case studies. You're marketing them. If you're doing everything consistently, you should have, you should start to get some traction. People are definitely going to start to notice that you're legit. And yeah, and this is pretty much when we want to start booking calls with pretty much everyone we can within our actual DMs. And even with our local network, if you have a local network, start charging for 3-month packages. Really start hopping on calls with people. And the reason we want to start charging for 3-month packages, and this is a big tip for you content agencies out there that are pretty much are kind of already established, they've been in the game for a year or 2, you want to start charging for 3 months. And the reason for that is for most of you guys, especially if you're not offering the next gen model, you're still offering the traditional content like video edits and video ideas. The churn rate for you guys is so high. Like, clients might stay on for like a month or 2, and then they're going to leave. So what you want to do is you want to start setting the expectations of, hey, I only work in 3 months, and the reason for that is because that is the proper time frame that I need in order to get you real and great results. So start charging for 3 months. And if you guys, if you are getting some like pushback with clients saying like, hey, I don't want to pay 3 months up front, like I don't want to pay in full, then you pretty much can just break it up into monthly payments and monthly recurring revenue, which is what most of you guys are doing. But in reality, it's not even monthly recurring revenue when a client leaves after a month or 2. That's like there's no recurring aspect to that. But at least with this, you are instilling into the prospect's mind that you work in 3 months. So you're almost like putting a seed into their mind that even if you break it up into monthly payments, that it's going to be 3 months. So you can try and lock them down for 3 months. So After you have after you've gotten a few clients after that, and pretty much you're gonna get all of these clients through like the social funnel, pretty much just posting content all inbound. We do not do cold outbound. And the reason we want to start building our personal brand is because it's proof of concept, right? Basically, your Instagram is going to be your offer. I'm going to repeat that one more time. Your Instagram is pretty much going to do all the selling for you, and it's what your offer is going to be, because you're showcasing what you're actually doing, right? Because you're basically selling what you're showcasing, right? So you want to showcase yourself the best way, because your IG is going to do all the selling for you, and you want to be booking all of the calls on your DMs. So anybody that's a real estate investor, or really anybody, you want to DM them, qualify them, and get them on a booked call. Next, we want to start building out systems. Okay, so at this point, you probably have a few clients, you're doing all the work yourself. We need to start building out systems and start being able to build out an actual business. And we need to start hiring editors, really good editors, but also cheap editors. Quality control people. There's no reason that you need to be checking the quality of your actual editors. That is so much time wasted and energy. And account managers. Basically, you want to build an automated system where everything is so centralized and everything is so delegated and just so automated that it's running perfectly without you having to like micromanage everything. So that's basically what we want to do. We want to build an automated infrastructure, and how we're going to do that is we're going to use Monday, Notion, Slack, and Google Drive. If you guys want a separate video on how to build systems for your content agency, please comment the word systems, and I will make a future video on that. I just, if that's something that you guys actually want to see, please let me know. Just comment the word systems, and I'll make a whole video on my systems and pretty much how to build the automated infrastructure for yourselves in a future YouTube video. But next, we need to start running the social funnel for yourself. So at this point, you have not ran any ads. You've just been doing the Dream 30, posting organic content, posting on your stories, posting YouTube, all organically. It's probably been like 3 months now, but you've been able to close a few people. So you're probably like 5, 10K a month, maybe even above that from a few referrals. You know that the offer worked. You kind of have your service delivery more dialed in. You have case studies now. Now it's time to start blasting some ads and start getting you some more predictable traffic, because now you know everything is proven to work. So this is when we start running the social funnel. If you guys want an explanation of the whole social funnel, I have tons of videos, YouTube videos on that, previous YouTube videos on that. Basically, it's going to utilize IG ads, tons of free trainings, and basically that's it, right? Because we need more qualified eyes on our actual page, which again, or on our offer, and again, our offer is our Instagram. So we need more qualified eyes. And yeah, at this point, this is when you need to start reinvesting into yourself, so you can start booking more calls and start closing more people's, especially if you have the case studies. Like I said, if you have a better understanding of your offer, but especially if you have built systems, so now you can handle more clients. Okay. Now, after we've started running the funnel for ourselves, now it's all about booking calls in the DMs, right? It's just about, because we're taking so many eyes, or we're spending money to get predictable eyes, qualified eyes on our actual page. Now it's all about booking calls in our DMs. You do not need a funnel or like a landing page or any of that. All you need is literally your DMs. From all of the people that I've been able to close, and for that 50K month, all of it literally came from my setter in the actual DMs, right? And I'm gonna get to 100, maybe even 150K plus, just using my DMs. But yeah, and how you want to do that is you want to follow a script, and basically a super simple script is just seeing if they're qualified, seeing if they're a real estate investor, figuring out their point A and their point B, because you want to establish the gap. Hey, what are you currently doing with your business? What's your goal? Because once you've established that gap, then you're the solution for that gap, and that's when you pitch in the call. Hey, mind if we hop on a call? I think I can help you out, right? And then once you've actually got them on a call or booked the actual call, you need to implement a pre-sales process. I talk more about that in other videos, but I don't really want to get into this because it's like this could be like a whole separate 20-minute video, is implementing a pre-sales process where it's going to ensure 100% show up rate. It's going to ensure that your clients are actually there to buy, because the last thing that you want to hear is, oh, I need to think about it. Oh, I need to talk it with my partner. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Basically, the pre-sales process is going to minimize a lot of the objections, because you're just going to set the proper expectations and the proper, tone before the call. And then once you've been booking calls, you've been closing some people, basically what you want to do is you want to continue to get results for your clients, right? You want to better your service, really refine and dial in your service even more, continue to get results for your clients, and then you basically want to market those results again, right? Put them on your stories. You want to put them on highlights. I really do not like putting testimonials on like my feed on Instagram, on Reels. I just don't like it. And the reason I don't like it is because you start to exhaust your personal brand. So like if all you're doing is just selling with your personal brand, then people are going to start to notice, and then your views are going to start to go down, and your engagement's going to start to go down, and then your Instagram score is going to start to go down because your engagement down, which means that Instagram is not going to push your content out to more people. So do not make that mistake of just exhausting your personal brand. So many people in the space are doing it right now that I'm telling you in the next year or two, they're going to regret that, because they're going to be at a point where they only rely on ads instead of ads and organic. So yeah. And then pretty much once you've been doing all of that, you've been getting great results for your clients, you're probably at, 20 to 30K a month, maybe even more. You want to pivot to more of a consulting model, which is fully next gen. And basically what that means is you want to implement the mechanism and just consult on the actual content. So at a point, you're not even going to be editing for your clients anymore. You're going to be kind of like coaching them and guiding them on the actual process of like what content they should make. And you're just going to implement the actual mechanisms for them. And that is when you can really start scaling and be able to really productize and programize, or if that's even the word, programize your agency into an offer where you can really scale past that 30 to 50K a month. And that is the next gen model basically. And then after that, you are going to build a highly profitable content agency. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's exactly what I'm doing right now with mine. And that's how I've been able to pivot. The best decision I've made is actually pivoting. But again, in this next decade, personal brands is going to play a massive part in this decade's wealth transfer. And again, if you can be the person in the middle to actually be able to help them deliver that wealth, you yourself are also going to get pretty wealthy as well. And basically, all you need for a really good personal brand is attention and a funnel behind the attention. And you are going to be the person that needs to learn that and needs to service that. And you are going to build a very highly profitable agency. But with that being said, guys, if you want more videos like this, kind of just raw and just straight value, let me know down below. And make sure to like and subscribe for more. And I will see you in the next video.